Welcome, Tom No from Fifth Round here with Jim Hettes, coming off an impressive lopsided victory over Nam Pham at UFC 141. Jim, were you surprised how easy you were able to kind of, I guess, manhandle Nam, in so to speak?
It's good looking back on it now, but it definitely wasn't easy. Watching videos on Nam, I've been seeing him in my sleep. We've studied him countless hours, and the one thing about Nam Pham is if you doze off for a single second, he could hit you with that right body shot or that overhand right, and that could be it. So at no point could I sit and really admire my work. I had to constantly keep him on the defensive, and because if he gets that right hand off, you might be waking up.
You mentioned earlier that you thought that you might have punched yourself out of it at one point in the fight, and then you had a flash of the Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin bout. What came in your mind after that made you be able to push through and say, I got to finish this guy, or at least finish the fight off, go a full 15?
After I cut him in the first and was just hitting him in the head. He wasn't skipping a beat. He got up and was just fighting, just as ferociously as he normally does. So I knew if I wanted to win the fight that I had to keep pushing him back and not leave him control the tempo, which is something we worked on a lot.
You now push your record up to 10-0. You're only 24 years of age. How do you make sure you stay humble and you don't let everything that's going on, as a professional athlete, get to you and you remain grounded?
I trained with a great camp in Toms River, New Jersey. Frankie Edgar, Chris McRae, Tom DeBlas, Nick Catone. I could go on forever and name names. But, in the gym, I get my butt kicked some days, and some days, I do the butt kicking, But everyone there is real humble, great group of guys. We bust each other's balls when we're not training. And it's just a fun atmosphere. Along with great training, it's just great to have them around.
Being able to work with a fighter as great as Frankie Edgar, he's a current champion in the lightweight division. How does that help you in your development as a fighter?
The biggest thing I took away from Frankie Edgar is no specific technique, no miraculous training. It's just his mentality he brings to the table. In training he doesn't let you give an inch. If you do one thing wrong, he'll harp on you until you fix it. And that's the kind of coach I want. Someone that really is straight to the point. There's no give up in him, and no matter what, he makes you a better fighter.
Now, we saw Tito Ortiz come up during the media scrum and give you a hug. You're obviously sporting all punishment gear. He's very proud to be, or have you a part of his team. What's it mean to have someone like Tito admire you, a legend in the sport?
I remember growing up watching Tito in the UFC, as a bunch of the fighters my age group, I'm sure, have. It's just a surreal experience, It's just, I live in a small town in Pennsylvania, so having Tito Ortiz come up to you and bear hug you after a fight, it's just great.
Cool, awesome. That's Jim Hettes. Keep an eye out for him in 2012. I'm Tom No from Fifth Round. Till next time.